Welcome to MySci Unit 7, Patterns in the Sky. This is a first grade Earth Science and Physical Science unit where students explore patterns in the sky by making observations and analyzing data about the sun, sunlight, moon, and stars. Let's take a look into the unit at a glance. This unit covers 4 first grade Earth Science standards and 2 physical science standards. Next generation science standards correspond to a Missouri Learning Standard listed in parentheses on this chart. Standards with parentheses only represent standalone Missouri Learning Standards. If you'd like, take a moment to pause the video and review them. This unit is divided into 2 sections. Each section has a driving question designed to reflect what we anticipate students would naturally ask through the learning process. After launching with the anchoring phenomenon, each section will include 3 lessons. Overall, the unit should take about 24 to 27 days to complete. The anchoring phenomenon is, we can see different things in the sky at different times of the day and year. Students will explore objects in the sky to identify patterns and cycles of change relating to the sun, seasons, and moon. The driving question for Section 1 is, what patterns do we see in the daytime sky? Students connect to the anchoring phenomenon by exploring the concept of patterns and cycles in nature and those made by humans. Students make observations of the daytime sky over the course of several days and then analyze their data for patterns. The section concludes as students predict the amount of daylight in each season and collect and analyze daylight data to identify a pattern. Through the storyline in Section 1, students gain an understanding of these standards-based big ideas. Patterns are repeating shapes, events, or happenings. Repeated patterns are called a cycle, and cycles or patterns can be observed and predicted. Patterns are important because they are used by scientists as evidence to describe phenomena. The sun follows the same path each day, which allows people to make predictions about its position. Summer has the most daylight hours and winter has the least. The hours of daylight repeat in a cyclical pattern over the course of the year through the seasons. Introducing the anchoring phenomenon and Section 1 combined should take about 12 to 14 days to complete. The driving question for Section 2 is, what patterns do we see in the nighttime sky? In this section, students connect to the anchoring phenomenon by making observations of the moon and analyzing their data for patterns. They develop and use a model to understand the source of quote-unquote moonlight and why we observe a pattern of moon phases. Students then observe stars in the night sky and use evidence to construct explanations about why we see stars and why we see them only at night. The section and unit conclude with students applying their learning about moon phases to their own birthdays. Through the storyline in Section 2, students gain an understanding of these standards-based big ideas. The phases of the moon repeat in a cycle. The moon can be in the sky during the daytime or nighttime, and it rises and sets in a pattern. People see the moon because the sun shines on it. Shapes of the moon are the parts being lit by the sun. Stars can only be seen at night and give off their own light. Section 2 should take about 12 to 13 days to complete. Our team here at MySci hopes you and your students enjoy patterns in the sky and learning about the sun, moon, and stars. We look forward to your feedback. Happy MySciencing!